right. So we're looking to scale up to about 4 or 5 additional people. Let me take a step back, and we're thinking about this in 3 different courses. So the first one is engineering, and obviously I'll let Ken talk to that more. The second thing is finance and business development. And then the third thing is the CEO track. And so where we sort of place our people is obviously on the available candidates and the timing that we plan to scale. It's really interesting where new ideas can come from. And so we're not defined in terms of the background for that course itself. What's the most important thing for a CEO is the ability to pivot and the ability to do it at pace. So we're not specific on a defined background just because we know that ideas come from different places and from different experiences. But that said, what's important for an entrepreneur to have, it's not less about the vision, but it's the ability to pivot and the ability to do that at pace. There's no prerequisite from that point of view. But that said, the CEO track, again, it's going to evolve into that. So you obviously need to come into the firm to be able to support not only the incubation projects, but any of the consulting work we do. And then we're going to work together on your company as well. So it's not one or the other, but you do need to contribute to the firm in its entirety as well. In my previous job, I used to hire for the investment banking branch from Ivy League schools in the US. And so looking at what's required in Finesse Ventures and the ability to pivot and do this quickly and take risk generally does not require a high education on paper. And so more than that, it's how we're going to be more asking you more about what experiences is going to allow you to be successful, what skill sets have you chosen to hone. And those are the sort of questions that we want to get to. We don't have a level of experience as well. Our most recent incubation project that came into, that we're starting to create now, the CEO is 25. The eldest CEO that we're working with now is 68, and I work directly with someone that's 58. And so whether being an entrepreneur or when you start your own business, it comes at different times with different people. And so it doesn't make sense to put any restrictions around that. So this is all negotiable. Everyone needs to make a living, and so we create a base salary structure around that person's skill, experience, to make them comfortable so that they're not worried about their next paycheck. That's going to create the opportunity for them to be creative. The second portion is that for incubation projects, we have a set amount of hard equity that we give to people involved. So from day one, if you're part of incubating a product, if you're part of the POC and reaching out to clients and building the product, you get hard equity from the start. That's how we work. That's the difference. You're part of the game. So Finesse Ventures is run as a company. You're not only here just to create your business, you need to add value as well. Everyone within the firm has 2 or 3 projects that they're working on, and they're expected to bring in revenues to at least support their own base salary. That's important as well, the responsibility to be able to do that. We've had a variety of both. There is a preference, the more Japanese you know, the better, but there's no minimum requirement around that. That said, our internal conversations are done both in English and Japanese. Big difference is motivation to execute yourself and responsibility around the project. At Finesse Ventures, there's no one that's going to tell you when to do something. It's just expected that you would create the next step for your project to move it forward and to use your team around you and use your resources around you to make that successful. I would say project management is key, but how we talk about it within the firm is we like to talk about sports within the firm, and so we always talk about being part of the team and playing like a team player. And so what does that mean? Sometimes there are different roles within the game, but you need to be able to use your team to get the goal.
Okay, fantastic.
Thanks for watching, and we look forward to working with everyone soon.